my vlog. Thank you for watching, and thank you that you will join me on this epic poker journey. Today it is Saturday. It is 7:30 p.m. already. It's time to play some poker. I'm gonna get over to the bicycle casino again and start playing, and I put in a long session today. I have been playing now for an hour, so let me give you a update about the situation. The game is very good. I played at one table so far. It was a pretty aggressive game, but this time with normal bet sizes, so not like they go all in for 400 or bet 50 pre-flop. But it's a pretty aggressive game. People like to bet, so if you have a nice hand but not the nuts, then there's no reason for you to bet. You can just check call. People will bet for you. So before I tell you about the hands, let me tell you about how things go here. They have a rake system here that is that has to do with the number of players. So it's like $3, $4 or $5 rake each hand, depending on how many players there are at the table. And it doesn't matter how big the pot is. If there's no flop, they will charge $1 rake, and if there is a flop, they will charge $3, $4 or $5 depending on the number of players. And if there is a river card, they will charge another $1. So the maximum rake is $6, no matter how big the pot is. So that is why they chop when they are three-handed pre-flop, and when there's no raise. So if you have the small blind, the big blind and one limper, there is like $8 in the pot, and you can chop, because if you don't chop, they will take $5 out of the pot anyway, and then there's nothing left to play for. So that's what I was talking about the other night, which I didn't understand back then, but now I do. Another very good thing here is that you get $3 an hour while you are playing. So far I only played 4 hours, but I got $12 for that. So I had a nice lunch, chicken wrap with French fries and black beans on the side. It cost $11, so it was all comped for playing poker for 4 hours. So that's a really good thing they have here. Now let me tell you about some of the hands that I played. The first hand I played, I had ace king in early position. I bet 10 and I got one caller. The flop was 2-7-8, so I bet again 12, and again he called. The turn was a 3. My opponent checked and I decided to check behind, and the river was a 9. Now my opponent bet 11, and I just called because I was thinking that he might have an ace also, or a smaller pair, and yeah, if he might have become lucky, then there's no reason for me to raise him. So I called and he showed ace 4, so I won that hand. The second hand I got a little bit lucky. I had king 5 on the big blind, and everybody limped. There were like 5 limpers, and so I checked, and the flop came 5-5-8. Now I checked, somebody in late position made it $10. I just called, and another player also called. On the turn there was a queen. Me and the other player checked again. The late position player bet 15 and we both called. And the river was a 9. We both checked again and he bet $20. I called and the other player called also. And he showed, I don't know what he showed. He had one pair, so I won with trips. So that was a nice pot, like a $100 pot that was. So that was a nice win. What you are hearing right now, I hope that is fireworks. I see something that looks like fireworks. Well, it's supposed to be fireworks. Today it's Cinco de Mayo. That's a big celebration day for Mexican people. Because a long time ago the Mexican army won from the French army, and they are still celebrating that today. So there's a lot of people in the casino. There's a live mariachi karaoke band, and there's a DJ playing music. So it's a pretty good night to play poker, I think. So what I noticed so far is that here in California, players think that when they have one pair they have the nuts, because they will call you down until the river, or they bet until the river when they have one pair. So yeah, that's a good thing for me. Just have to make sure that you have something better than one pair, and then you most of the time you just win the pot. And as I was saying, they are playing aggressive at this table, but not as crazy as yesterday. They play aggressive with normal bet sizes, like $5, $10 or $20 on the river, but not like 25 or 50 pre-flop. So it's a easy game. You can see flops easily pre-flop for anything between $3 and $10, $12. There's a lot of limping going on pre-flop, so it's easy to see the flop. You just have to be sure that you have something better than one pair, and then most of the time you win the hand. Last hand I want to talk to you about is I had pocket kings. I had pocket kings in middle position. Some early position player bet 10, and I decided just to call. And there were three other people who called, so there were 5 people to the flop. The flop was all low cards. I cannot remember, but it was like 3, 4, 8 or something like that. The early position guy bet 20. I called, and there was one more caller. Then the turn card was another low card, and the early position player decided to check. I checked also, and the other player also checked. On the river there was an ace, and it was checked to me. I decided to bet 25. The other player folded, and the early position player he just called. I showed my pocket kings, and it was good. So he probably only made a small pair, or he had a small pocket pair like jacks or tens or something. But anyway, I won that pot. So after 1 hour I was up $200. So I decided to get on a break, because also the table was not so good anymore. Lots of people leaving and empty seats. So it was time to take a break anyway. Go back into the casino and put in another session of poker and see if we can win some more money. Finished my second session of today here at the Bicycle Casino. Second one didn't go as good as the first one. I bought in for 200 and I cashed out for 129, so I lost $71. But all in all, the two sessions combined, we won 129 today, so that's good. The second session didn't go very well, mostly because of the guy on my left, who was really aggressive and called every raise, or re-raised me every time. He also had the biggest stack at the table, so yeah, that was a difficult spot I was in, and I could have avoided that if I paid more attention before I sat down. because before I sat down I got the choice between two tables and I didn't really make a good decision. I just looked at the tables in general and went with my gut feeling and just totally random choose this one table. So I have a tip for you if you get in this same situation. Don't look at the table as a whole, but only look at the player that will be on your left side, because that's the player that is will most affect your game. And preferably you don't have a guy with a big stack on your left side. So if you get the chance to choose where to sit, pay most attention to the guy that will be on your left and on your right, and then make your decision on that, and don't just randomly choose a table. That will be it for today. Thank you again for watching my videos. If you like them, please hit the like button and subscribe to my channel, and I will see you in the next video, which will be tomorrow.